Welcome to my life today. Hi, everybody. It's been a while since I came on live, and I am particularly excited to be live today, talking with as much as possible that God will be bringing my way today. And I want to believe that there is a word for you. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Congratulations again for the beauty of the new season in God. God has given us the opportunity to be on today. We are grateful and we are not making light of it. To God be all the glory. All right, this evening I want to say, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon to you, and good night to those that are about to go to bed. It's just natural to go to bed. And I'm looking now because I want to be sure that my mic is working as expected. I do not want any form of disappointment. All right, so today, without wasting much time, like usual of me, I want to thank God for an opportunity to reach out to my word today. And then I'm the welcome. God bless you for staying on. And then I haven't been online for some time, so I decided to drop this. Hope trusting for people to come in and contribute their own quotas to the topic of discussion at the moment. All right. Okay. As you know me, the delicious meal, beautiful you. Thank you for coming and joining. I'm just starting right now, honestly, and I want to talk more on things that make couples to bond more together in their relationship. Hello to you, the delicious meal, my bestie. You are welcome, pretty woman. I actually saw you earlier this afternoon, one of your. I'm like, wow, this woman is fine. Thank you for staying. Good evening to you. We are talking on a topic on things that will help couples bond together. you know Everybody seems to be busy trying to chase one or the other, put monies together, see that their family needs are met, but most of the time you see that they neglect the intake. One of the in thing is making sure that couples are happy with themselves, find time to be together. These are the things that make bonding. But as it is in our world today, and it's not just in Africa or Nigeria, truly world over, people seem to be very busy trying to make dough, they call it, make money, so that the needs of the in the home will be met. Wow, very interesting. But there are some nitty gritties that are always, everyone that knows me knows I talk about a lot of things like nitty gritties. They have to pay attention to themselves, give themselves time. All right. And these things we keep that we're talking about today. And I wish I could have one or two persons telling me, oh, this is what I did to enhance my own union. This is what I did to. Good evening, love. Thank you, Adan Namdi, for being there. I thank you for coming up always. So I wish someone could just say, okay, this is what I was doing that kept my own union working. So I advise and encourage people to do same. Bring about your own opinion. All right. Thank you for chatting, keeping the chat moving. All right. This is we keep the bond, the spouse together and make life, easier and sweeter for them. It should be a happy, strong relationship. Should be something that is should be happy. It should be the couples involved or the people involved should be very happy, you know, having be happy having your spouse. happened to cancel a lot of people, cancel a lot of people. And I had a situation where the woman, I know her very well, but not very close to the husband. So the husband worked in a different state in Nigeria, a different state. And then, of course, he goes to work. And when it's month end, some months, it's not even every other month that he comes, maybe once in 3 months. And this time around, the man was around. And I was like, wow, it's nice to have your husband being around. He said, me, I'm even tired of his being around. I want it to quickly go. And I was like wondering, possibly she's saying about, possibly she's joking about it or cracking joke about it. But me, I didn't see it as such. No, I didn't see it like that. I prefer marriage is people being together. And so the question have come up sometime, what if he's working somewhere and then I'm working somewhere? Yes, we understand that, but truly, if it's going to pose, or something that's going to be a very long time, many years separate, I don't really, advise that. I always say, because marriage is is instituted by God for the couple to come together, reason together, bring their own idea that God has put in them, and then as they stay together, they will also raise the upcoming generation. There's always one problem or the other when both parents are not around in the life of the children that are coming. So that being together, at least if you have a spouse travel out or maybe out of the country and you are in a different country, it shouldn't be like that forever. You people should think of in the workable way of making it easier to be able to, you know, yeah, come back together. Thank you, the Decoration said that's true. That's true. I was in vehicle coming back from the market one of those days, and then I heard a woman really lamenting that the government of Nigeria or the government or the ruling council of the day have made it so impossible, for Nigerians, to be together, in the sense that, yeah, thank you for listening and being there, in the sense that you now see people hustling to go out of the country, and then when they're out of the country, um some things or the other happen, some lose their marriages, some don't come. And she was just saying with a lot of sorrow in her heart, she was lamenting that the economy of the nation has separated a lot of yeah, thank you, a lot of couple. And some will even send their children far away. They are not there for them just because they want to chase what. I had an Hausa man, I speak a lot of Hausa language, and this yesterday night he was saying abundunya, chasing of abundunya, that means chasing the things of the world. Our joy should be more paramount, in as much as the money is everything great. I've talked so much about the importance of finances in the family, and why at least both couples should put their hands together just to be sure that the finances in the home is continuously enhanced. It's beautiful to have finances coming in the house, all right, continuously. Yeah, and I said, I'm blessed by this topic. All right, thank you there. Thank you. I'm happy that you're blessed. Amen for the prayers. So, in as much as we are actually, praying for finances to keep coming, we should also endeavor to do the nitty gritty that will keep, relationship going. I have over the time, over the years, I've been doing relationship matter for at least since I started outdoor, not in my closet for the past 15 years. I have emphasized strongly on building trust. You have to, when couple trust themselves with everything. I have counseled people that their problem when they came to me was that why should the woman make her own either children or something next of kin? You know, I I counsel a woman that she used to come to church in those days, and she will say to me, Pastor Tina, I saw my nakedness. My husband went and made his brother the next of king, and because he did that, it affected our relationship. And he said, and this is his brother that does not like me at all. You, Oga, you know that there are some parts of your family members that do not like your wife, and you deliberately chose to go and make your brother next of kin. I can't really comprehend it. In the bank, all his documents, financial documents, the man became his brother. And this woman has, four children for the husband. She said, Pastor Tim, I have seen my nakedness, that she had to begin to fight it. She's not saying the man should die, but that is the husband for them to. But then it's really not so sweet for your husband, or maybe your husband's brother, to be the next of king when you have two boys and you have two grown women, young children, or young adults coming up. So there should be some things, these things should be discussed. That we build more trust and confidence on each other. So I keep over emphasizing, but I'm very careful the way I keep emphasizing the importance of bonding together, among couple, especially trust has a way of enhancing it. All right, we are to also enhance help each other. Couples should, of a necessity, help to enhance the beauty and potential within their what is now called their fellow spouse. For example, I know my husband like to talk about, the child, the less privileged child, and though when I came into his life as a young lady, we are not married then, but I began to study more in that area, and I began to help after marriage. Just welcome. I can see you there. Please like this live. Thank you, and also contribute on things that help couples bond more together. You might not be married, but of course you have seen people and their experiences, or what you have learned from them, because of course the younger ones are expected to learn from those that are elderly. All right. From what you have learned so far from other people, you can contribute. Someone will learn from you as the listen also to this life in time to come. Okay, so we say that we have to enhance, and I was just giving an example of myself and my husband. I had to help him. I had to study. Sometimes when he comes, at some point, I told him I'm his secretary that he does not pay because I have to help him draft letters. I have to send the letters to a lot of places that understand the NGO, work, and we solicit for how they can come in and partner along with us, or we collaborate just to see that the program are on. And most times I'm going to the places when we go out. Initially, I'm the outspoken one, more the outspoken one. I'll be the one that will speak. This is another way of enhancing the potential, the vision, the love, you know, the passion that your spouse have. All right. So we should look into it. Be there for each other, especially when the need arises. These are the things that bond. You know, I used to say, sometime back, we planned as a family to travel out of the country, even though we didn't come, you know, to us the way we planned it. And then they now brought a suggestion and said, one person can go. I said to my heart, I said, really, it's excellent idea. Me, I truly will love to be with my family. I do not want to go separate. I don't want to. I remember when I was in Kenya sometime, I traveled to Kenya sometime, and wow, those months I was in Kenya was really wow, so beautiful because the people are open, and I went on missions, I went to preach. They are embracing, they are warming. But do you know the funniest part? I miss my family so much. Happy New Month to you, baby. Welcome, wealth, welcome. I appreciate you being there. Just like the live, and please goodly comment. God bless you. Uh, that just it. It was so, something that was not it. I love to be with my family. I love to be with my family. I love to know what they're doing. And basically, most of the time, thank God for phone. I'll be doing mother and I'll just be calling because really, I'm a type that grew among family people. And of course, I want to know how everyone is, being the first child from my family. I want to know how everyone is doing. I have this caring nature. I want to please like the life. I want to show concern. So this makes me find it very difficult when someone comes with the idea you have to travel out alone. I said, no, God, do a miracle that will make my family and I travel for a visit, come back, travel as often until we are settled with our stay or whatever we're doing. Mission is uh, one of our goals or aim. I want to be sure that my mic is working. All right. So we have to show strong emotional support. These bring more bonding among couples. I had recently someone was crying, and then the husband be like, "What is it? Is it? Is it?" Start shouting, say shouting. Why is it a little thing that'll make you cry? Blah blah blah. Actually, when some people over exaggerate it and try to bring in some kind of emotional blackmail to it is wrong. But truly, when you see that woman is down or the man is down and needs some attention, we for the sake of bonding more together, for the sake of strengthening the family and the relationship, it is very, very expedient that we give in that emotional support at all time. Give your spouse that emotional support that they need. Give it. Give it out for free. Don't keep it, don't hold it. The emotional support is very, very needful. Someone lost the other in the family. We are of a necessity expected to just be there for them. Thank God for Africa. Thank God for Africa culture. Thank God for cultures world over. But it's expected that we stand strong. Please like the live and subscribe to my channel every day. I strive to be online, all right, to passing a word of encouragement, praying for individuals and couple, praying for family, praying for children. That's my passion. That gives me joy. And you always get value for your time, truly. Be attentive, stay attentive, listen, be attentive. Stay attentive. Give listening ears to each other. In those people who got married on time, I used to, I just like things being the way they should be. So I'll be talking to my husband and it's not like paying attention. He said, "Baby, I'm listening. I'm with you." I say, "No, I want you to look at me. Give me all the attention." When couple give undivided attention, especially when it's needed to the other, one truth is certain. One truth is certain. And what is the truth? There is a lot of bonding that we go. And when I emphasize this, I don't say it because I read it or I just want to say something. I speak out of experience. I've been pastor for a long time, many years, by the grace of God. you know, I've had to cancel couple. And I said there are some little things. It's not all about the money that you make. Money is very good. There's some families that have all the monies, but they are not having joy in their relationship. There is no sincerity, there is no openness, there is no oneness, there is no, yeah, you look, money is just but like paper. You buy, it doesn't give you that complete joy. And that's why you see people are married. And after some time, 20 years, 25 years, you see them saying they are packing up or they are divorcing. And I'll always ask, what have they been doing? Eh, because marriage has a way of strengthening, bringing people together from every walks of life or various locations, bring them together so that you can also learn more about yourself, so that you can also get to know more about yourself, so that you can now deal with people, like the Bible says, dealing with each other based on knowledge. I've thought severally on that. I know that my husband does not like this. I don't have to wait for him to tell me. For peace sake and for the love of God, I do those things that I know will make him happier than staying on things that will make him, wonder what's wrong. Is everything all right? Okay, so we should, of a necessity, keep thinking about things. All right, this is my mic. I want to be sure that it's on. That's why I keep looking at it like this. So people should do things that they know should be done for the union to keep working. When your union isn't working as expected, there is bound to be one problem or the other, and that's not even the in thing. The in thing is that there's, you know, gap in communication, gap in doing the wrong thing. Truly, we wait for you in the future. And so I've seen people also that will now take confines, take solace in their children. The man is coming back, please like the life. And he's like, hi, princess, where are you? Hi, my boy, where are you? And he's using it to cover. And then he sits in the sitting room, just calling the children and then chatting with them. The woman will be like, when the man is out, you call the children will be like your comfort. Or you have seen the case whereby the woman will go to be in the room with the girl child and they'll be talking on some of the children. The man will be there either watching one thing in the movies or the phones, doing one thing or the other. And as such, you just discover that it's like there's a divided attention. And I warn people, this is a strong warning. Very soon, as the age and days go by, the children will either leave for school. And most cases, when they are coming back, if they are blessed of the Lord and fast, that with spouses or they've gotten a good job. Or as they come back immediately, they're not staying long and they're getting a good job. And before you know what's happening, they are starting living on their own. And before you know the next thing, the next blessing, they are married, they're in their house and they're out of your house. Everywhere become lonely, empty, just you and that your spouse that you are refusing to bond together. When old age comes, who are you going to be with? Of course, you can't be calling. I have a man that will always call the children, where are you? Are you guys coming for weekend? Even if they come for this weekend, another weekend, their spouse might tell them, stay back. You are not going. Let your dad or mom go and marry their spouse. you know. So God expects of us to always, every spouse should do things, enhancing things that will make your spouse laugh. Do things that make them laugh. It's just natural for people when they are together around friends and there is this particular ones that want to make them laugh, want to make them happier. All right. People love to be around such people that will make them happier, that will make them, feel very comfortable. When you have a spouse, you know, that you are always not comfortable being around him or her, you discover that there is bound to be one misunderstanding or the other, which, of course, might be detriment to the joy of the home. And so we encourage couple and spouse not to joke with the beauty that comes in, as a result of how they've been bonding beautifully with each other. Understanding is very crucial. Try to understand your spouse. Let there be some commitments. Study. When you marry, don't just let it not be like, okay, I'm gonna sit down here today, I'm gonna cook here, I'm gonna just take care of my house, I'm just gonna go to work and then buy food. No. Marriage is all about studying your spouse to know more about them. Welcome and appreciate your being there. Please like this life. God bless you as you do so, and don't run off without subscribing. You know, without you, we can't be on. You are special. And so we should do things that will be those things that we enjoy doing with our children, that makes it looks as though they are our best, our friends. But I will always say, your spouse, you are to be best friends to each other. You have to be best friends to your spouse. You have to be best friends to your spouse. You are to be best friends to your spouse, right? There should be shared commitment in everything. There should be this conscious shared commitments, you know, by each other. You should show some commitment in whatever things that you're sharing together. There should be shared commitments to the relationship. Everyone should be committed. Everyone should show some commitment in the relationship to make it work. Welcome, please like this live and come in with your question or your contribution or your experience on how you have to bond tightly with your spouse. Thank you, Decker. Delicious food. This woman has just been so encouraging. Please, Delicious food. She is online. Basically, every day I catch her online. She is very, very particular about anything food. She can describe food, she can cook, she teaches people to cook, and then, and I'm so surprised. Sometimes she mentions some of this food, I'll be like, this food she's mentioning might not be Nigerian food. So I believe she also have some touch of knowing what other people do. And she can also, one intriguing aspect of why is that she can get some of the fruits. Fruits are very good for us and define and give you the importance of all these fruits and what they do to the body. And like I always say, of course, people have to eat to live. You have to eat to live. So I'm encouraging, like she always do for me, to follow her delicious food. And honestly, you always get value. She's full of life for whatever time you spend with her. You get value for your time. No, she's very practical. She'll use her life experience. She will also, her children are always there. I'm like, this woman and her children are. So I was very surprised that her followers will call the name of the children. So she has been on this for a long time. She has an experience, so it's good to follow her. So we are talking more on how people bond, the importance of bonding in relationship in the family setting. Remember, we are mentoring to the children, we are mentoring to the younger generation. People are watching us, like I always tell people, I'm in my 50s. And of course, because we someday will not be on earth. I want to live long. I trust God to live up to 100. Yeah, because I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to be exercising. Yeah, we're counting delicious meal, foods. I always call it meal. Today I was ruminating. I said one day I will be around you to eat from those your beautiful cooking. So I'll be exercising and I want to live up to 100 if God permits me and I'm still strong. I have to keep up exercising. All right. Yeah. All right. It's very good to bond, like she said. And then exercise keep you alive. Good food also. Eat well, eat right, eat fruits. That's where I digress from in the delicious food. She will talk about the importance of taking fruits, and she also define you know, the the importance or the nutrients or whatever it is that I can get from all these food, fruits, and whatever. So we have to eat right to live long and to have some rest and to, of course, be there for our spouse. Someone was saying that the truth, one truth remains. time comes when either of our spouse could leave. My husband, I'm like, no, 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 I don't want to miss you. I want us to leave forever. But he will say to me, yeah, he will say to me, you should have this at the back of your mind. There was a time that you were living your life without me. And there was a time he was also living his life without, we didn't know each other before we got married. All right. Yes, ma. You're welcome. We didn't know each other before we got married. The delicious foods. Thank you very much. And so we should have this mindset that someday we will leave. One person might leave before the other. So the other one should gather himself together, gather strength, and leave on without the other. Those, and I like that kind of truth. It's very bitter, it's very hard, but it's a truth. Someday the spouse might not be there. That's the way God has made it, as the characteristic of living things. Someday we live and someday we are not there. So what we comfort you the more is that before he came into your life, you were living. So even he or she goes off, you can still live your life. It's very important. So I say to us, please let's do everything we can to make life beautiful, to make life bearable, to make life, what will be warming for the other. Make life easy. And God will just enhance that your union, even in a better way that you live, understand. May our spouse shall live long, you shall live long. Our people shall live long. Everyone will live as God, as we privileging them to live. The one thing I would say is that let's make life enjoyable. I don't want to hear one couple telling me that my wife was always nagging, my husband is always nagging. So I choose to spend my time with my friends. Thank you, the delicious food. I love you. Thank you for being there. Truly, there are lots of women that have driven their spouses to the joints to go on watching football out there. Nagging. The Bible says it's better to live on top of the roof of the house than to live with a nagging woman. Most times it's not. A lot of women are found guilty of this. So we discourage spouses. When you nag, you drive him away or you drive her away. There's a man that only shouts, they get him angry in the office on his way coming. He was, someone offended him. And before you know what's happening, yeah. Thank you for welcoming everyone. Excuse me. Before you know what is happening, wow, the other has chosen a wrong path. You nag, they make you angry in the office, you bring it back home. Wherever they make you angry, you bring it back. No, 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 you don't do that. I love this young man I just met, and will tell me, you see, even my work, I don't carry it over to the house. As I'm closing from work by 5 p.m., I'm coming back empty because I want to give my family all the time. And I have to be there to make sure the children are also set. I help my wife with the food, all right? And making sure the children are set for school. I drop them off in school and I make sure my wife is come to receive them while I tidy up to come back. I don't bring my my family, I don't bring anything home. These are the things that cause bonding. When my husband goes out, my spouse goes, I look forward to their coming back. We should, of a necessity, look at these things and pay particular attention to them. The home must bound well. The husband and wife, but I made a shot and I'm going to reiterate it in my shot. You are not there for the woman. You are not there. You are not there. Old age is coming. That was the way I was shouting. Old age is coming. Oh. If you're not there for their mother and they are seeing the way you're treating their mother, that I'm talking about the children. When they grow up, they'll pick their mother and will be left alone. And so sometimes you see some but you see some daddies that are old and they are just there, you know, no more time for going to work. They've retired. This our beautiful body will be weak someday. And they are there cooking for themselves. Wife is not there, but One of the sons have invited her to come and chill in the UK. Another time, one has delivered in Canada. My mama has gone to Canada. Another time, the one in Port Harcourt has delivered, and they say, "Come." They are not even calling daddy as such. That I'm talking about the African context, but of course, it happens in a lot of places. And they'll be like, they'll send the man money. But of course, like I said earlier, there is not everything that money can do. There are certain things that money cannot solve. There are a lot of things. And so at least I want to start folding up here because I needed us to talk. I needed everyone to talk and contribute. I just said I'm very funny, but that's the truth. When you are out there standing and spending time with the people in the joint, the woman is there at home or in the kitchen talking to the children, making sure she get their hearts. When they now grow up, they'll be knitted to their mother. It's just natural. And so they'll be thinking about their mother. My father is late. He went home 2 years ago to be with the Lord. And I'm like, oh my regrets. I was very close to my father. He loves me, and I know that. And I'm like, God, I wouldn't I would have taken care of my father better way than I did. That he has got no problem. And every day I keep saying, my mother, my mother, my mother, my mother. The same way it is when the woman is the one that's always with their children. I mean, yeah, when the woman is thank you, Deka, I appreciate you. So when the woman is always there with their what is it now called with the children, when they grow up, they'll always be saying, my mom, my mom, my mom. But when you give a blueprint of picture and the children know that both of you cannot do without each other, whatever they are doing, they will consider both of you together. That man, I cannot do without my mother. So we have to consider either we are bringing them together for all or something. So that bonding should be them. I gave an instance of a man some time ago, a woman that the daughter had a baby, and in only 2 weeks she was like going, Mama, where are you going? He said, no, I have to go and meet my husband. I can't stay with my husband. And my husband is calling. You know why? The bond was much. They bonded together. There was this companionship. There is this great companionship that come as a result of a lot of things. We mentioned some of them. What you need to do. Respect for each other. I always talk about it, but I don't want to overemphasize it. You have to respect yourself. You have to respect your spouse. You have to be there. Respect is something that we just have to give. Good, you understand? The Camille said is because the man maltreated the wife when they were young. Truly, those are things. And so, if you're around me, you can't maltreat if you are my family, if you are my friend, if you're around me, I'm teaching, if you're around my circle, if you're in my WhatsApp group, whatever it is, I have a lot of social media groups like that. I have, especially WhatsApp. I talk to people. You cannot maltreat because I'll be hammering it all day, except you run away because we used to have some couple in church in those days. And then the man will run off. You wouldn't want to come, but when the wife is not coming, he will appear. If I hear, I used to tell them in church, if I hear that you are maltreating your spouse, I will gather the young people in church and will come and visit you and give you some lashes. I don't just want to see. I grew up seeing, couples treating themselves, and possibly because of the call I have, what I do online every day is not it's just a passion, it's a vision is that I have that I've carried over years. I have a book, and the next one is coming up very soon. I have my magazines that have been out. I talk on health relationship building. I want to see relationship working. I want to see family working. I want to see children growing up and that we have mentored and they becoming better version of us and building their home. That's just what I want to see all the time. So I encourage people to please don't give to others what you cannot, you wouldn't want them to give you. Your spouse and yourself are one. Why are you treating each other? You are one. You're one. He said they became one. They were naked. These two bodies became one flesh. Why will you hurt yourself? Why will you carry someone's daughter or someone's son just to be wicked on them? It is not comely. All right. So let's uphold doing the right thing. And as we do so, truly we get results. There's this common saying, you don't keep doing the same thing, the same wrong thing, and expect different results. No. I made a video shortly. I tell the woman, I was speaking specifically to the woman. I said, your husband has been complaining that you don't know how to cook. That is just his own. Why don't you look again and find? I said, I've done my best, I've tried my best. I've tried. No, no, it's not about time to wag tongue or talk. Welcome, please like this live. I appreciate you and subscribe to this channel. You are just the best and you're my love. All right. He's been complaining that you cannot cook. Is there anything wrong in coming down to learn? If you Google or look for videos, you can literally find out to cook everything. Take it step by step. When we are much younger, is books. I used to have collection of books, so I love to cook. Deka, you are there. This woman, I love to cook. I used to tell people thought that I was pastoring. The next thing I want to do is I want to cook. I love to cook. I love to see people eat. I love to see people happy. I love to see people enjoy their meal. Recently, I was telling my husband, I said, I'm tired of eating sweet, nice meal. I want to eat something that's just neutral, and my hand is used to cooking nice meal, sweet meal. My meal has to be sweet, simple. So sometimes I'm even tired. I want something that is just, I can go to some places, the things are not always spice. I'm okay with that. I just want to eat something that is not sweet. Your husband has been complaining that you do not know how to cook, and then you are sitting down doing nothing. Sometimes when I go to the market and I see some meal, I go to ask them. I am Igbo, if you know, I'm Igbo. But do you know one thing? I can cook some Hausa meal. Look, I grew with them. Me and cook cow, what is it called? All this kind of meal. Taushe, name them. I can cook their meal. Yakwa, all of them. Yoruba, I can, even in my house right now, everybody eats gbegi, bean soup. I just love to explore. I can cook meal, other people's meals. Happy welcome, happy story TV. Hello. It's good to catch you, or you catching me, or I'm happy you are here. All right, because I'm Igbo. I'm Igbo. Good evening, God bless you. But I learned to cook different meal. Yeah, afan soup is my best. So I cook it, cook it. So the man says you don't know how to cook and it's affected the relationship. The man will go and eat outside. No, don't make your husband go outside and eat. Do this, cook what he likes. Try to give it to him. It shouldn't be good. Someone said, buy for us when you are coming. Order for us. Thank God for the money to order, but it's good to cook and enjoy. Sometimes bring the man to the kitchen if it's possible, and the man does not mind. Stay together with him and do the cooking. I'm telling you, there's cut across this when I went to well, the first time I went to Calabar, that was the first time I discovered that people can use pepper soup to eat rice. It was strange to me. From where I was coming, we eat with stew and others of vegetable stew, vegetable soup, or anything. But I learned, and then I learned this day. Sometimes I will make pepper soup, you know, the way I like it, and use it to eat rice, white rice. I don't do that before, but I know I learned. I knew I can learn it. There's so many delicacy I could cook because I had to learn. So sometimes if I don't know it, like the first time I started cooking banga soup, my mother would be like, everything you cook. The first time I started cooking banga soup, I had to. Yeah, that's our culture. She said, thank you, Ebimo. All right, welcome. That's our culture. That's our culture. I had to learn how to cook it. Oh. My mother was not cooking banga soup. I'm not talking about banga stew. She was not even cooking Igbo parts. I'm Igbo. Yeah, please like this live. God bless you. And I thank you for the comment that is coming. My mother does not, we're just stereotype on what we eat, but there are different parts of Igbos. So we are not giving, in my house, I can't remember doing banga soup. My mother was not even there. So I know how to do my stew, tomato stew, vegetable stew, and We grew in Jos, so we have a lot of vegetables, all these carrots and gravies and all this. I know how to my curry stew, but those other part things, even in my house, I can cook me and cook house as soup. Somebody be looking at me, I can do their too. I care because I love it. I love it. I make it the way I like it. So there are other meals. So your husband cannot sit down and be saying he doesn't want this and you're looking at him. The way to the heart of a man is also through the food you give to him. So, wife, make out time and also cook. Find out what he wants. When we got married earlier with my husband, I'm that type that love to cook. Like I said, the first among, you know, first in a polygamous home, my father had two wives, and where my mother had 7 children. In fact, she gave her 10 times, three died, so seven. And then my stepmother had 5 children, so we're eight, 12. The first woman among soldiers, 9 boys, 3 girls. Wow, that's so funny. So, but then in lieu of that, I had to learn how to do so many things. My mother was not there. She was always on her business. My father is very busy in his work. I had to learn several things, and then I had to be caring for everyone. I tell them in the house, I said, I'm waking up right now, helping people to pack for school. When I was much younger, in my father's house, I wake up early, 5 or 4:30, put water everybody bath that is going out, my mother is going out. I will cook, I will sweep the compound, I green the compound out, and then we have outside. I have to sweep the whole of the outside. And I still make meal for everyone to eat. And I will still go to school on time. I will meet the assembly. That's the way I was trained. So this mother end thing was what I had. And then suddenly, I got married to this man that wanted, Daddy, what do you want to eat? And you tell me anything you give. I said, I don't like anything because I'm used to just tell me what you want. I'm happy and I want to prepare it for you. So these days he's grown over time. We've been together over years, and he said, I would have loved to eat this. I would like to eat this, and I'm happy. I'll go and prepare. After eating, he's happy. Please, the priority, your priority as a woman is your family. All right, welcome. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for that discussion. She said, same as my husband. You say anything? I said, no. So they just tell me I'll be happier. And then I like his food. My husband likes beans. Oh wow. I'm not a beans person. Anything that is lovely beans well made. But I make sure I cook that beans for him the way he likes it. And the things he likes to be added to it. Most of the time I don't eat it because I don't like beans. I always tell them that we grew up eating a lot of beans. So we always tell ourselves when we have our freedom from this, our mother, when we have our freedom, nobody will see beans in our house. Maybe if we are buying 10 noodles of beans and rice, if we're buying the noodles, maybe if I'm buying a bag of rice, I'll buy only one mudu of beans. I'm not a beans person, but I now came and married someone that loves beans and the children love beans too. So make sure we prepare it. So do the things that your spouse wants. I'm not really emphasizing, all right, on the man. I'm just also talking generally. But the men folk, please do what will make your wife happier. It has a way of bonding. Like Deka said, you don't go heat treating the woman and expect her to be there for you. I gave an example of my church, one of our church members in those days. She said, people, when they are getting married, should consider one thing you should consider old age. When you're aging, it's just natural. Some of your immune system are no longer, is it permit me to use the word immune system, are no longer as strong as before. The tissues are getting weaker, the bones, some of the things you're doing, you find out that thank you for liking the life, God bless you, are no longer there. The time will come. One of those days I saw my father aging and was like, oh my God, he died at 83. But oh my God, this was my father that when he's coming back. In fact, in school, whenever I come to people will always ask me, is your father a military man? When the time came when the strength failed him, he could not. We had to be helping him. Yeah, thank you. We have to be helping him. And I looked at this man. He died, oh, weak. No longer that military man in quote that people always say. When my father was coming back from work, my younger sister would be like, he's here. It's like the tiger or the lion is here. Everybody, we have a lot of people living in our house. My cousins, my elder uncles, the people living as a large family. Everybody will just get up. If we're all in the same room, everybody will run off. Because he will always find something that you have not done. Even though I was close to him, but he will always. But thank God he gave his life to Jesus Christ and he served God very well. But while growing up, it wasn't that easy. So of course, the time will come, will you be able to put up? Like I was giving an example of what my that our church lady said. He said, when you marry, consider that the time will come when either of you will age. The man could age, the woman could age. Will you be there to carry the man? Yeah, you always say so. Well, God has a reason for making us to meet, and we thank you for that. My father, he said, my father did the same. Oh my, that's very good to hear that, Abby. Oh my God, it's so lovely. You meet people, and God has a way of bringing people together so they can share their experiences. I have my experience in my book, and I always want to give it out when I'm relaxed with this YouTube, and I begin to air my books, send them online because I have a lot of experiences. Yeah, to that. So consider the fact, Oga, I always say it, Madam, consider the fact that someday someone will get old. Who will be there to nurse the other? I met a woman recently that told me the husband, you need to see them in the internet all over. You need to see them flying in and out of the country. You need to see them doing all kinds of sweet things together. I always deliberately go watch them, watch the statue, watch, Facebook, watch TikTok, but suddenly the man had an accident. And wow, it's like he can't do anything anymore. When we go for exercise, we meet together. But do you know, now it's like the man needs a lot of help. Okay, the name of my book is Boosting Romance in Marriage. Boosting Romance in Marriage. Boosting Romance is not. If you watch some of my video, you see Boosting Romance in Marriage. So I enumerate. I write too. I write a lot of articles. I'm taking one term at the time. I want to stabilize in the YouTube. Then I will now go back to the others. So I sell online where I sell soft copies to people. I've not really started advertising as such, but I have the soft copy. All right, affordable for people to buy, purchase. So, and that is the aggression. That is by the way. So I everything about me is building a relationship. I was telling the story of how my father would buy me those books in those days called magazine Prime People, and then vintage people. No, Prime People. And the other one that has to do with a lot of romantic aspect. When I take up newspaper to read, just trust me that I'm looking for only where family issues is being discussed, relationship matter. It's just a passion that I had while growing up. And so I took it upon myself to mentor younger generation, upcoming couple, and I tell them they can make it. Some of the reasons why people divorce, some of the reasons why they turn out to become strangers to themselves, even today, is because they refuse to take up the nitty gritty. A woman has to be the woman, a man has to be the man. Everybody have their role. You cannot just come up as a woman and try to become the man. Mm-mm. A woman is a woman, the man is a man. Give everyone freedom to express themselves. Go learn what it means to be a man. A man is not that I am the head, I am the head. No, no. The man is, responsibility, catering and staying. Read what makes you to be a man. Read what makes you to be the woman. And as you do so, you discover that, there'll be less misunderstanding, there'll be less, crossing of boundary by the other. Everybody will stay on their lane. Yeah, everyone will stay on their lane. So I salute you all that have been on with me this great moment. And I pray for you that your desires be met in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Burn, keep up the fire burning. Determine, you don't have, every sin can be forgiven. Why some sins people feel, no, 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 I can't forgive this sin, is when self has come. Oh, they hurt me. Oh, they hurt me. Oh, I was hurt. It's because you are alive. Well, that is why you are remembering whether they hurt you or not. The one that has died cannot remember whether they hurt him or not. Someone lost someone yesterday, and earlier the person has tried to call. It's not when you are alive, you'll be thinking about what they have not done for you. And our life is in the palm of God, the hands of God. He could just call anyone anytime as he wishes. That's simple. And so, because of that, we should be fair on each other. Don't bring in the son of Adam or the daughter of Adam or daughter of God in your life to frustrate them. Maka what? Maka gini now is not important. God bless you and grant your heart desires. In the name of Jesus, I always tell myself that take this, do this, There's so many things to be talked about, but let's take it small, small, so that we have something to talk about tomorrow too. All right. God do you well and show you his mercy in the name of Jesus. Remember, you are special. And of course, we can't do without you. You are just simply the best. God bless you. Amen. And see you tomorrow. Wow.